And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. We are here in Roseville, California. And it's a pretty nice place. I love Roseville, Rockland, Folsom. Those are my places. So I'm here visiting. I'll be leaving in about 2 hours. Going back to the mountains. Going to stay there for a couple hours and then head back to Reno. So we got a great show lined up. I'm going to show you massive connections like it's coming. And you know what? We don't have the dates and times. All we can do is invest and be ready. Now, sometimes there's cryptos to invest in. Sometimes there's companies like Seals Q, WiseSat. We just learned about Wise Phone. I'm like, whoa. And then the Seal coin. We're waiting for all these things to roll out. Especially like that Seal phone thing. I want to figure out what that shit is. But I'm definitely getting me Seal coin. I'm telling you what, when Seal coin comes out, I'm putting a whole month's worth of crypto into that. I'm dropping it while it's hot. Okay. First 5 people. Valley Joe, Esrib1. El Coco Loco, Doss Man, and Crypto Greek. Okay, Gordon Logan's right there. Let's not forget. By Jove. Let's see. Where do we? Oh wait, hold on. I'm looking through people's top chats real quick. Yeah, VeChain is VET. I got VeChain in the very beginning and Ripple. Ripple XRP was the first one. Today's show is not brought to you by Orange Cream Ghost. Zero sugar. Okay. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. For 5 years, I've just been talking out the side of my ass. I don't know anything about investing at all. Your best bet is not to even watch the show. You will get financially destroyed if you watch this show. Everything I say is a lie. Before every show, I get really fucking high. Coke, heroin, roofies, Molly, anything you can imagine. I just pound down, inject, sniff, snort, whatever it takes. About an hour before every show, drink about 20 ounces of Bacardi 151, and everything you've ever seen on any show that I've ever made is completely drug-induced, okay? Anything that I've said, I would not listen to anything on this program if you're smart. And lastly, Kitch J. Thank you very much, Kitch J. Good morning, everybody says. Since YT F's with the channel, we're going to F back. And this does really help. In every top chat and after the show or whatever, at least just put the word comment. I'd encourage you to write as much as you want in there, but or make as many comments as you want, but at least put a comment. Someone's going to write a comment. I already know. Save this video to the favorites on YT, your favorites. Share this video and others with other people or send it to your own email. That way you can watch it later. I'm not showing you how to manipulate statistics. Not here to do that, of course, because that would be wrong. Lastly, if you could make an 8-video playlist of my videos and let them play every day. While you're at work, listening, of course, and watching, or while you're at home, listening and watching to the show for 8 hours straight. Just sit there, don't do anything at all. Just sit there straight for 8 hours. When you do that, it greatly helps the algorithm. I'd appreciate that, and so would the communists at YT, effing with the program. So, if we can get, Normally I get about 500 people or something. Well, actually within the first hour, maybe 1,000 or so to watch my show in the first hour or two. Like if just everybody did that, that would be great. That would send a big FU to YT. And let's go on to the news. Let's go with the Russians. Yep, Crypto Hulk's got evidence no other channel has. That's the beauty of the Crypto Hulk channel. I have the 2013 and 14 confidential Ripple customer list. Don't tell anybody. And I have the little strategies they used to run their business. See, when they had the Ripple court trial, they took that out of the court record so people couldn't see it. Crypto Hulk already has those records, by the way. We could sit around sometime. To me, they're not interesting. I don't care how Ripple grew the business. I know they have little incentives, and I already showed you one of them, Ripple dividend and stuff, where they would pay dividends to people. That's just one example. Ripple has all these different things they were doing. I got the customer list. I know. I looked through it. But to me, it's not interesting. Let's go to Russia, Mother Russia. There's your article right there. Now let's take a look at another Ripple partner, Russia. Here's the title of it. De-dollarization accelerates. Now this article is scaring me, okay? And even if the dollar does crash, we don't care. We've got crypto. See, as the dollar crashes, guess what happens to crypto? Guess what happens to crypto? It goes up. So either way, actually, I prefer for the dollar to just crash. I prefer for all monies of the world to just dump right now. Because what you and me have been doing is we got into cryptocurrencies. So as the money dumps and stock markets dump, whatever, the crypto market's going to take over. Oh, real world asset tokenization. You guys are on the right channel. I don't have dates and times. Who the fuck am I? How am I supposed to know all this shit? The answer is I'm not. Any channel that's showing you time frames and predicting price, that's so fucking stupid. You realize that? For an adult to get on a social media on crypto and try to predict to you, well, my price predictions for this, you know how fucking stupid that is? That's the most retarded ass shit I've ever fucking heard. Oh, yeah. Didn't mean to cuss so much. BRICS is surging ahead. Oh, God, yes. I'm so afraid. With unstoppable momentum. Now, this is Bitcoin.com. Wow, that explains it. Because those fucking people who are Bitcoin maxis are so unhinged. Michael Saylor, MicroStrategies, Michael Saylor, unhinged individual. It's talking about a rapidly abandoning the US dollar, building resilient payment systems, and forging a historic new economic frontier. Okay, what do we got going on? We got the BRICS nations. They start off with Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Then they joined a little clique, and they got their homies, about another 20 or 30 other countries. I'm not concerned about that stupid ass shit. The Russian finance minister, his name is Sergei Lavrov, has highlighted the growing use of national currencies. Great. That's awesome. I'm still not concerned. So the countries in BRICS, they're using their monies to trade with each other. Okay, great. And they're not using the US dollar. Great. Because you know what? The United States, we're the ones who invented all this XRP shit and all that. It's going to take over. We won't need their fucking paper money. Because we're going to have shit, XRP, XLM, Flare, ZK Sync, XLM, Stellar. We're going to have all this shit. We don't need no fucking paper money. We don't need the dollar. We don't need fucking the German mark or the peso. We're going to have crypto, people. That's why we're here, right? I mean, that's why I'm not sitting here talking about the United States dollar. Go dollar. We're here because we see the future before this shit's going to happen. 99% of the people, 99% of people are scared to death. Oh shit, what are we going to do? The dollar. Oh, if the dollar collapses, what are we going to do? When the dollar collapses, I'm going to be super happy because I've been waiting for this fucking crypto shit to take off. Crypto is designed to flourish. Now I'm trying to be like a Kamala Harris, okay? What did she say that one time? If you do what not you want to do tomorrow, therefore yesterday, it'll be done today, and that makes it next week. I'm like, what kind of drugs is she on? When you guys send me whatever drugs she's on, get me that shit. Because I want to know. I want to make sure I don't know what day tomorrow is. Word salad. Dryer vent solutions like some good drugs. If tomorrow's yesterday and yesterday's tomorrow is today, except for last week's Thursday was Tuesday of 3 weeks in front of us, I'm like, shut up. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. Come on. Enough with all that dumb shit. We got Bricks here. They're giving their interview. The Sergei Lavrov, the Russian guy, is giving a Brazilian. Look, we've already discussed in this channel. I'm going to butcher this article. I'm not going to read through it because it's so much fucking stupid ass shit. It's a short article. Okay, what we got is the original BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. These are all Ripple partners. I've shown you Russia, Brazil, India, and China are all Ripple partners. What we got going on here is a lot of posturing. You know, like before two guys fight, they're like, everyone's trying to act all tough and hard. Looking at each other, giving you mean mug looks. I'm going to bust your lip. I'm going to take your lunch money. What I wanted to show you here is this Russian guy, he's playing the role. He's talking about we got to have a more autonomous system free from the United States. Okay, we're going to go straight to the point. I was going to try to read that article, but it's just so fucking stupid and pointless. Let me show you the evidence we got. Russia's claiming, oh yeah, wait, hold on. Stephen Morris. Thanks for that donation, Stephen Morris. Says Kamala equals the wheels on the bus go round and round, so therefore it goes. Hashtag meow. Okay, that makes no fucking sense, but all right. Opsar, welcome to the entry-level membership. But what has been unburdened creme de la creme, or scrim de la creme, is like unburdened by what has been. That's so, oh my God, that's so fucking stupid. She's reading that shit out like some kind of Chinese Communist manifesto. Okay, here's the Russian article. Here's a video I made. I want you to go to the 46-second mark. 46-second mark. This video right here. I see a Ripple logo. I see the word Ripple. And then I see where it says RU. You know what that stands for? Russia. That's country code for Russia. So this is 2014. Now, I want you to go up to, if you're brand new, you're going to love this. So already, if you're brand new, you just found out on Crypto Hulk Show, no other channel. These people have no fucking clue. I've only been showing you guys this 2.5 years. I've only given other channels 2.5 years to find this fucking shit. We're coming up on 3 years of me showing this evidence. You're telling me no other fucking channel can find this? And if they can and they don't want to, why? Because they got to say that Crypto Hawk found it first, or they have to admit they've been showing you dumb shit for at least the past 2.5 to 3 years. All right. What are we looking at here? Time to get educated. You got the Z payment system. Okay, has been operating in Russia since 2007. What is the Z payment system? It's a cryptocurrency payment system, people. The Russians, I'm just giving you a news flash that no other fucking channel has, okay? That's how we roll on Crypto Hawk Show, with authority. What gives Crypto Hawk the authority? The facts. Nobody else has, okay? This is the authority channel. In 2007, Russia started using cryptocurrency internally. It's a private network where they would send value based on cryptographs. This is what we got here. It's called Z payment. Now, if we go to this picture here, it's on my post. You can go to my web page here and look under the section that says posts. Look right there. Only channel that has this. Bam. What are we looking at, Crypto Hawk? Well, it says Z payment at the top, payment acceptance and processing system. Okay. If we go to the bottom left over here, it shows news. It says Ripple Gateway, January 9th, 2014. Crypto Hawk, that's 11 years ago. Yeah, it is. None of these other channels know this shit. They're so fucking stupid. We are pleased to announce that the next ruble gateway to the Ripple system has been launched. They're talking about XRP, ruble payments, and all that. This is Z payment system. It's a crypto system. And we have acknowledgement here on Crypto Hawk channel that's using XRP. Very clearly, XRP is in here at least twice. So we know that Russia's using XRP since 11 years ago. Just thought I'd let you know that if you're brand new. That's why you now have an ability to buy XRP while it's still relatively cheap. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know, XRP is not being used. It's not being used fully. What I just showed you here, first off, if other channels know the evidence that we have, they wouldn't say dumb shit about XRP. But since they don't have the authority channel like this, they don't know. Now, I have a link that I provided down there. It's for Caleb and Brown. That's the sponsor of this show. You can buy XRP there. It's $2.40. One day, like if you don't have XRP, it's time to get some. Because I believe, this is my opinion, based on the information I've seen, look, there's no way XRP can be $1. What? Okay, considering there's only 50 billion XRP in supply, the other is in escrow, right? Think about this. If each XRP of 50 billion is worth $1, how much is the total value of XRP in circulation? $50 billion. So what if Goldman Sachs wanted to send $100 billion at once? Wouldn't be able to do that. Why? Because there's only $50 billion worth of XRP if it's at $1. So that right there destroys the ability of dumb shit people to say, oh, XRP is going to only be $2 or $5. Well, let's say it's $5. Now the global circulating supply of XRP is 250 billion. What if Goldman Sachs wanted to move 300 million all at once and send it to France or something? Could they do it? No. Why? Because you say there's only a $5 XRP. So $5 times 50 billion would give you $250 billion. You wouldn't be able to move 300 million. See what I mean? So XRP's got to be at a high enough level. And I'm only talking about one transaction. What if we're talking about a 500 transactions an hour with XRP, or maybe at any given point? See, now that it starts looking a little different now, doesn't it? All around the world, XRP is going to be moving and grooving. How many transactions can you get with XRP in an hour? You know, so I don't know what the end game value of XRP would be, but I know it's not going to be $5. These are all things we have to, like I said, don't dump everything into any one crypto. That's why I've got it spread out. Maybe XRP is only $1,000. I don't know. I've seen theoretically where XRP could hit 100,000. But then again, with a lot of transactions that are occurring per hour, I don't have the answers. So, worst case scenario, let's say I'm 99% wrong and XRP is not going to be $100,000. I'm 99% wrong. It'll be $1,000. Okay, that's still pretty good. I'm still going to walk away with probably a $5 or $10 million house, and then, Lamborghini in the garage and shit and some stuff. I'm just saying that's what I could do if XRP was at 1,000. I'd still make out pretty good. So that's your Russian article there. I don't have all the answers. I know that Russia and China get hooked up right away in 2013 and 14. Think about this. Crypto Hulk Channel is the only one that showed you Ripple China, Ripple Russia, 2013 and 14. They hooked up right away. They've been working on this for 11 years. So am I discouraged that it's taking so long? Not really, because they've been waiting for 11 years now. This is a process. I hope to God we don't have to wait another 5 years to like 2030. That would be fucked up. Is it possible? I guess. But shit, that would be like a long time. I'll be 60 years old by the time that shit happens. I'm not really waiting for that, folks. I'd like another 3 more months so I can accumulate some more cryptos, 3-4 months. And then I think I might get all the cryptos I want. I don't know. But I'm not trying to do this shit for 5 more years. Okay, looks like Wayne Williams. Let's back it up here. Wayne Williams, thank you very much. He hooked up 5 people. Wayne Williams, MK_P, received a gift membership by Wayne Williams. Big Nasty. Ranjith Menon got a membership. So far we're at 3. AM Wood. Oh, nice. 17 received a membership. And the last one is D. Devlin. D. Devlin. That's an interesting name. All right. Then we got Justin Stephen comes in here with the tax-free. Thank you, sir, for bringing the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That's what I do. Look, I'll show you the evidence and shit. I don't know all the answers. I've never, you know what I've always claimed? I have this much knowledge in crypto. That's all I've ever said. What I tell you, this is all a beginning crypto level channel. I'm not an advanced teacher. I know the very basics of crypto. That's all I want to know. I'm not interested in the tech. I'm only interested in the money. Next article. Okay. This one deals with Circle. And Circle is running on Stellar and some other cryptos. Stellar being the absolute best one. We're going to look into this. Let's do a paste here. Joshua Joseph says, I'm just more concerned with what kind of shit they're going to pull for the reset to the new system. Everybody, that's a concern for all of us. I'm going to address that right now because that's an important kind of a topic. Joshua Joseph's talking about dark pools stuff. See, Crypto Hulk, when I do research, I find things like Jed McCaleb, Mt. Gox, 2014, dark pools, showing you how to. On the Mt. Gox website, it's showing you from 2000. And we're back. Yeah, when I mentioned that Mt. Gox website, then all of a sudden, whoop, screen just deletes out. Did you see that? You saw that, right? Like right when I mentioned that, it goes dark. That's how you know this channel, the Crypto Hawk channel, you're hearing the news. They shut it down every time I start talking about something important. Right when I said that particular crypto exchange, I won't talk about it right now, but the minute I mention that crypto exchange's name, disappearo. I'll speak in code. The same guy that invented pretty much Ripple and all that shit went on to invent that particular crypto exchange that went out of business for criminal stuff. But then he goes on to make Stellar. And then during the lawsuit, he's selling off all of his XRP. And he made like $1 billion. And he never gets busted for money laundering or nothing like that. Just like that, he walks away with $1 billion. And then the SEC never calls any of that shit a security. Imagine that. And I go to mention the name of that particular web exchange, that crypto exchange, and all of a sudden the channel goes bye-bye, right? And I got to go back and start it up again. What does that tell you, folks? It's the Kramer. If I'm talking about something and the screen goes blank or they shut it off, that must be good shit right there, because that's why they don't want you to buy it. That means buy it. That's called the inverse Kramer in Crypto Hulk, okay? That's how we do shit around. I'll be talking about something, and if we lose the show, oh shit, let's go buy it. I'm telling you, that's what I'm seeing. Green Touch Enterprise, thanks for the insight to all the fundamental cryptos. We greatly appreciate your hard work. Yes, it's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it once we're rich. Okay, so just really quickly, I don't know what's going to happen as far as how they're going to try to screw us out, right? How they not going to let us have our crypto and stuff. All these things I don't know if it will happen, or it's just diversify. So put like 25% of your crypto in like a hard wallet or two. Maybe different makers. Look, I don't know. And then I put the rest of mine in Caleb and Brown. And look, you're not living under the radar in the future. I got an article here. I'll read the title. The European Union. We won't probably get to this article right now. If I can make a PM show, we'll talk about this. But the European Union, listen up. All you guys are like, oh, I'm going to live under the radar and they're not going to know I got this. I'm like, you're so fucking stupid. Look, the EU is going to ban anonymous crypto accounts. And they're going to ban, it didn't say right here, anonymous crypto wallets. And guess what? It says here, they're going to ban privacy coins. Oh, so your little plan about, I'm going to buy this and pay cash and they're not going to know. I'm like, you're so fucking stupid. Do you know the whole point of a blockchain is so they can see what happens? You're not getting this yet, are you? You're not fucking getting it. There's a thing called a blockchain. Okay? I know it's a big concept. There's a thing, and I'm using very technical words. I'm using the best words from the lexicon of crypto shit. So all the words that these tech nerdy guys use and stuff, I'm using them. There's a big thing called a blockchain. There's things called hardware wallets and cryptos and smart contracts and wallets, crypto wallets. And guess what? They're going to have a blockchain that they can look at. And if there's activity that they don't know about, they can flag a particular wallet, a particular unwrapped crypto, and send out en masse using a quantum computer to every single exchange, every single store, every single whatever it is. Do not identify with wallet 306722213785. You're fucking done. I'm just letting you know in advance because that secret plan that you got ain't gonna fucking work, okay? So that's where the gold comes in. That's why I got gold. Oh, and I got these millionaire friends that don't have any fucking gold. And I'm just like, fucking stupid. Look, you are not going to do shit anonymously. Do you not fucking get this? This is not a difficult concept. They're going to have smart contracted crypto, programmable money, wallets that are registered. Any unregistered shit is not going to happen. You need to understand this. Right now, you seem to be in some kind of world where, oh, I'm going to be Casper the Friendly Ghost and no one's going to see me. I'm just like, wow, really? That shit ain't going to happen, bro. You're going to get fucking booty wrecked, okay? That's why I get the gold. Right now, my gold has more value than my crypto. Just putting that out there. Fuck it, let's get into this article with the EU. I basically talked about it right now. I don't have all the answers, but at least what I'm telling you now is going to give you a heads up so you can change what you're doing, spread out your liability a little. See, the reason I've got the Caleb Brown is because this BlackRock, BNY Mellon, and 1,800 global banks use that regulated custody platform, okay? BlackRock, BNY Mellon use that. I want to be using the same platform that they use. These 1,800 banks and financial institutions, you guys, I want to have Citibank on my left and BlackRock on my right. I want to be in the same imagine a warehouse. And we'll call it Fireblock's Custody House, okay? Fireblock's Crypto Custody Warehouse. I want to be in that same room with all the top banks. I want to be in a regulated environment because when the government slashes and thrashes and trashes your crypto, I'm not being there. I'm in the same room with the biggest banks of the world. I'm on regulated shit. That's how I want to be. Now, I got my little side hustle, which I call 25% of my crypto. It's in a hardware wallet in case I want to go. Now, I won't do this, of course, but I'm just saying in the case I want to. So I want to make sure it's clear. I'm not giving anybody advice, but how about this? We'll make it even better. I have a friend. And that friend, if shit goes bad and this and that, he's going to take his hardware wallet, his keys, whatever, hop off to some country, find a sleazy banker, and maybe make some kind of a deal. Hey, I got $20 million in crypto. How'd you like 10? Maybe I got to do a deal maybe my friend has to do a deal like that. Oh, almost told on myself. See what I mean? But I want all my crypto regulated in Caleb Brown when all else fails. And I got to do a skip to Malou, my darling, and get the fuck out of Dodge. Then maybe I want a hardware wallet with my own keys. Go find a banker in some third world country. Fucking sell it off at a 50% off sale. Because maybe my government just wants to take it all. But I'd go to the banker and say, hey, how about 15%? And he'll say 30. And I'll say 20. And he'll be like 25. And I'll be 22, and it's a deal. That's how we're going to have to do shit, right? But until that day, you and me want to be you and me. That's why I got Caleb Brown for the show, because I don't want to have to go to third world countries and make deals with sleazy bankers. I might end up 6 feet under because they got mafia people are waiting for me to exit the bank, and I'm fucking done. See what I mean? So I want to be in a regulated environment at first. Now, if they get shitty and want to take my shit, at least they got 25% left, okay? But don't do anything ever illegal. Always pay your taxes and be happy about paying tax. I am. When I give the government 30% or whatever stuff I got to pay for YouTube and shit, I'm happy because I love just giving my money away so illegal aliens get it all. It's great. And then all these fucking sicko programs that USAID gives away and stuff where we just give away all of our money to dumb shit social programs. I fucking love that shit. Green Touch Enterprises. Thanks for insight to all the fundamental cryptos. We greatly appreciate your hard work. Awesome. Love it. JX Johnner. Member for 6 months. It tells that Crypto Hulk is 100% correct. Well, I don't know about that, but I do have a pretty good insight. I'll tell you. Terrence McNamara. Love the DTCC XRP story, Crypto Hulk. So easy to understand. Thank you for the research. It's XDC, I'm telling you. It's going to be super expensive. Lions Den Dan, you are correct. Anti-money laundering KYC. That's why I use Caleb Brown as a broker. Similar to American Century Investments for traditional money markets, regulated and secure. Stephen Morris, we'll start the Bank of Hulk. You never know. I'm serious. You guys, we all got enough money and we put together $5 billion or so. We could probably put together $50 billion or $100 billion and make our own corporation. Let's look right here. Well, the European wallet ban. Okay. Let me copy and paste this again because this could be a real thing in America. Okay. It just depends. I like the Ritz-Carlton cruise idea. I saw that cruise ship. I called them the other day and the prices are around, I think, $12,000 for the cruise for a person, which is really, yeah, it's kind of a lot, but there's no riffraff there. The European Union is going to ban anonymous crypto accounts. Are you hearing this, everybody? You're not going to evade shit. I'm just letting you know. I mean, I want to tell you now, before you put everything into this anonymous wallet shit, anonymous, I'm going to buy that crypto that's anonymous. I can't even think of the name of it now. Monero. I'm going to buy Monero, and the government's not going to know what I'm doing. I'm going to live under the radar. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're fucking high. Europe will ban anonymous crypto accounts and privacy coins starting in 2027. Oh, it's coming. Under sweeping new anti-money laundering, targeting service providers and token anonymity. Oh, it's not looking good, is it? The European Union is set to impose sweeping anti-money laundering rules that will ban privacy-preserving tokens and cryptocurrency accounts. Everybody, you're not doing shit anonymously. I'm just letting you know. When you go to that gas pump, you have to get out of the car, put your thumb or your face there. They're going to see it, man. That's how it's going to be. You're not going to be wearing a hoodie and wearing gloves and shit, and that's not going to happen. Let me explain it again for the people that are slow. We're going to be slaves. Now, it's not going to be tomorrow. The whole crypto is designed for enslaving the whole world with one world leader. That's where all this shit ends in the end. You don't have to read the good book. I'm just letting you know what the fuck's going to happen. It's already predicted. They already know what's going to happen. This person's going to rise up out of Europe and end up running the whole fucking show. You do that with cryptocurrency. You control every single country. You see how this is going? When every country has their own money, especially paper money, you can't control that shit. It's too hard. What's an easier way? Controlling liquidity hubs. Maybe one main world hub in the end. You'll probably have these little hubs all over, 10, 20 in the world. But eventually, just like Lord of the Rings, there'll be one ring. One ring will rule them all. That's what crypto is. It is a way for one person to easily control the whole entire world. There you go. For everybody that's like, yeah, we are the world. I can't even remember that song. All I remember is we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones that's going to get you all fucked in the future. And that's faux show. Okay, that's how all this shit works. Here's your evidence there. Europeans are shutting it down. No anonymous transactions, folks. Shit's not going to happen. Your wallets will all be registered. I'm just letting you know, okay? You will not do anonymous shit in the future. Unless it's like gold. That's why I got the gold. I went into debt for like 8 months paying off all the gold and shit I bought. I'm fine with that. Okay, my credit score dropped 100 to 120 points. I'm fine with that. Now it's back up to 727. My credit was like 757. So I'm working my way back up. We're working on up to the east side. Scrim de la Creme. Cryptoholic, are you singing the Jeffersons? No. What would make you think that? Scrim de la Creme. Nobody living like Patrick Swayze and the Wolverines in Red Dawn. Face ID inevitable. Just letting you know. That's how it works. Let's go to the next article. What the hell is going on with Circle and Ripple? That's some good news story right there. Let's look into that. Now remember, Africa has got to get hooked up. We ain't taking off with crypto unless Africa is hooked up. Circle taps on a frick. Okay, so let me back it up. Back it up. Let's take it back about 4 years. Now, Stellar, and I talk about Stellar because Circle runs on Stellar. Stellar's been in Africa for the longest time. Probably, about the same time as Ripple. But Stellar's been working on smaller payment rails, or let's say this, non-wholesale rails. So more of a MoneyGram, MFS Africa. But let's look at this now. Years ago, Ripple goes into Africa and hooks up with a company called MFS Africa. They got 500 million wallets. Pretty good. That's 1.5 times the size of the United States if everybody in the United States had wallets. They hook up with MFS Africa. MFS Africa changes its name, incorporates some new partners, government agencies, and they call themselves Onafric. ONAFRIQ. So now we're dealing with ONAFRIC and Ripple and MFS Africa and shit. Okay. Enter Circle. Now Circle comes in and hooks themselves in with ONAFRIC. But wait a second, Crypto Hulk. Now let me try to figure something out. Didn't you say that Ripple is designed for wholesale? Yeah. Big money, not little money, big fucking money. And Circle is designed to be a stable coin. And Stellar is an actual blockchain with the crypto. And it's designed for small and mid-size, right? So, Crypto Hulk, why would Ripple hook up with MFS Africa? Because it's obviously a poor company, right? Yeah. So why would Ripple hook up with that? Isn't Ripple for like business? Like, okay, financial institutions and government? Yeah. So why would they hook up with MFS Africa? One is, I don't know. Number two is, maybe MFS Africa has government connections. And maybe the people that invented MFS Africa are three-letter agencies. Aha. Okay. I'm not doing all the deep dive. I'm not trying to find this out because once I really figure out too much truth, then shut the channel down again, like delete it like they already did on one of my channels. So I have to be very careful on making truth discoveries. But what we have here is this. We've got Circle hooking up with ONAFRIC, who's already a Ripple partner. That to me doesn't make sense. Now, what we're seeing here, this is very interesting, though. You got stablecoin issuer Circle has partnered with ONAFRIC. Now, I have a question. You've got Stellar, which is a crypto platform, and then you got you can buy Stellar, the lumens. Okay, now that makes sense. Now, but why doesn't Stellar have a stable coin? Ripple has the same thing. You got the XRP ledger. Just like Stellar has its platform. And then you got XRP, like Stellar has lumens. But what XRP has is a stable coin. But why not Stellar? That's a very interesting question. Now, why is Stellar linked in with a stablecoin company called Circle? Did Stellar make Circle's stablecoin? I think that's a very good I think they did, yes. I think that is what's up. And it's all regulated. Circle's all regulated and everything. How easy would that be for Ripple just to take it over? You know, I don't have all these answers and questions and all these things. I'm just showing you right here. And they talk about Africa has a huge potential for stable coins. Africa is a perfect place to get stable coins to launch because the continent of Africa is splintered. You got like what, 54? Let's look right here. 54 countries in Africa. If you do a search on Google and you type in how many countries in Africa, and it shows here 54. Now, what's interesting, if you're brand new, let me show you this. Circle runs on Stellar. Let me show you this. There you go. Experience the power of USD Circle on Stellar. Now, that's very interesting because Stellar is just like Ripple, but Stellar doesn't have a stable coin, but Ripple does. Or is Circle a Stellar? That's what I've always kind of thought. And Circle, I mean, Stellar's always been that quiet one. Now, here's what's interesting. I'm going to make a statement. I say the Circle stablecoin is really Stellar. That's what I truly believe. Hold on a second. Zoe, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. Hulkster, look into Zebek if you haven't. ZBCN. Made for payroll. I've already, look, I'm the one who had everybody start to talk about Zebek like 6 months ago. Okay. No one's talking about it, so I bring it up. And then it spreads throughout the whole internet. And then somebody who's a newbie about Zebek comes back and says, CryptoHawk, you should look into Zebek if you haven't already. I'm the one who started that. Okay. I start all this shit and then it makes its way through the whole internet. I'm just showing you how this works. I'll bring up and find new cryptos. Watch. Maverick crypto, somebody a month or two from now, CryptoHawk, you should look into Maverick. It's doing good. I'm like, shut up. So what my channel does is I discover and find all this stuff and it spreads out because other people steal my shit. And then it comes back to me. CryptoHawk, you need to do this. I'm like, wow, really? Okay, hey, thanks for the tip. I had no idea about that. So Circle taps the Onafric, and that's just very interesting. Now, what I just sent you here is Allbridge. So you have Stellar, then you have Ultra Stellar, then you have Allbridge. And what is Allbridge and all those? It connects Stellar to Ethereum, Solana, Celo, and Polygon. Now, here is an article from 2022. And I remember going over this from day one. Ripple expands into Africa, partnering with MFS Africa to bring the benefits of crypto. So here is the original article. It's from about 3 years ago almost. And it talks about how Ripple is in Africa working with MFS Africa and then Onafric and all that. Here's the actual Onafric where it changed its name. So that first one I sent you is Ripple partners with MFS Africa. Then after a year or so, they did a restructuring and then they called themselves Onafric. There's both those articles for that. So we can clearly see, okay, so that's November 2023. Close to about a year and a half, 2 years ago is when Onafric changed. It became the new MFS Africa. Now, what's interesting here, let me show you, is you got Circle. Here's the article. Circle just kind of hooked up with the New York Stock Exchange. See this? So look at this one here. You got Circle getting mixed up with the stock exchange. Yeah. All the stuff I just showed you. I don't want to tell you not to buy. And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. YouTube shut us off, so I had to log back in. What we got going on is this. With all this evidence I just showed you, Circle going with the stock market, Circle going into Africa and trying to hook up with MFS Africa and Onafric. What is going to happen to Stellar, Crypto Hulk, and Circle and stuff? Ripple's trying to buy Circle now for $10 billion, not $5 billion, but now for 10. Hey, what if this? I don't want to discourage you from buying Stellar. What if Ripple takes over Circle and buries it? That's an option. But what if Ripple takes over Circle and then uses Stellar? So and then the Stellar crypto. So I don't know how this works out. You have to invest in, I'll tell you what, I think Jed McCaleb, who invented XRP and Stellar, I think, now this is my opinion, based on shit that I've read, but again, this is my opinion. Stephen Morris, All stays the same. USDC is MICA approved. Maybe. Look, I don't want to say what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. So we got Ripple and Stellar hooking up. Ripple's got a stable coin now. And as far as I know, it's not a wholesale stable coin, unless it might be. So here's the thing. Ripple's playing all these fucking games, everybody. What this is, this whole crypto thing, let me tell you again, brand new people. This whole crypto bullshit is about ushering in a new system so you don't see it ushered in. Just like the Federal Reserve, when it came into the United States, they had like a Christmas day. It was at 12 o'clock at night or something, some kind of meeting, and like 5 senators agreed, yep, we'll start the Federal Reserve System. And then it started. And the rest of the people had no idea. Congress is like, well, what is this? But people are told, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just let it happen. And then everybody shut up and let it happen. This is what's happening right now. I'm showing you a brand new, but this isn't just with the United States. This is a global system. A global system they don't want you to invest in. They want you scared. They want you buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Pepe. Bitcoin's at $100,000 or whatever, but it doesn't do anything. And it's not backed by anything. Ripple, Circle, HBAR, and all these, they're working on changing the world, but yet Bitcoin does nothing. It's worth 90,000. When I see shit like that, so somebody tells me this in one of the chats. You see that crypto Hulk? How do you explain Bitcoin at 95,000? I can't. Because it doesn't do anything. There's no 1-800 number. There's nobody claiming to invent it, and we can verify it. It's this mystery. It's not backed by anything. So how is it 95,000? I don't know. Would I put money in it? Are you fucking high? No. There's something I cannot identify what it is. I'm not touching it. Plus, we just went over, look, what is my show about? Real world use case, correct? Real world use case. What did I just go over the other day, yesterday? HBAR going up in a satellite next month. They got Seals phones, these probably phones that are quantum computer proof. There's Seal Coin, WiseSat. Like there's all these. We can get into the different cryptos. Ripple, Stellar. These are all cryptos that are doing something to help the world. What is Bitcoin and Ethereum doing? Like not a whole lot. Bitcoin's doing nothing. Ethereum's doing. They got a couple deals, but Ethereum is a crypto that they're going to have to completely redo. So it's really not Ethereum, is it? It's something they got to keep redoing it every 5 years or something because Ethereum doesn't work. So it leads us back to, well, what is working? Well, just watch my show. We go over that every fucking day. What cryptos should I look into investing in, Crypto Hulk? Watch my fucking show longer than 5 minutes. You'll answer your own question, okay? All righty then. I want a Seals phone now, says Chris Sharp. I know, you guys keep up on that. Let me know, and then we'll talk about it. Let us know about Seals coin. I think June 1st is coming out. I'm not sure. Let us know about the Seals phone. That sounds very interesting. Maybe it competes with Elon's phone. I don't know. That is going to have to be at the stock market. Okay, that'll be it for this morning's program. We got great news. I got to have a PM show, and that's for show. Because the news is coming out fierce right now. I I'm making 2 solid shows a day right now because the news just never ends. Brand new people, I want you to see what's going on. You've got institutions. I'm not going to give away what's in the PM show. You have got some of the biggest institutions right now jumping all into all kinds of crypto with AI and staking and this and that, real world assets and shit. Like, it's just the institutions are coming in, you guys, and these crypto cheap prices won't be here forever. I'm just letting you know. I think some of these will be designated not for us. I think if you have them in the beginning, look at it like this. Let's say some of these cryptos they force us out of. Then maybe we could sell them back at a really high price. Maybe you paid 5 cents a piece for some of your cryptos. Maybe the government or whoever it is going to pay you $500 each to get them back. That's not bad, you know. Now what they might do, you're like, well, I'm not giving them back. Well, you'll just have a wallet that's banned and no one will buy your shit. And that crypto will stay in that wallet until 500 years after you're dead. That's an option. They'll either let us buy it from you for 500 or fuck it. You could shove that wallet up your ass and never spend that crypto again. That's an option. You could choose that. If push comes to shove, I'm just letting you guys know. I have a friend who will probably try to go to some third world country and offload some of his shit. But if he can't, then he might just sell them at 500 or 1,000 a piece. Maybe they go up to 30,000 bucks or whatever, but I don't know. I don't have all these answers. Now, if it was me, I mean, if something's going to be designated institution use only, and I've got 30,000 of them, and they want to pay me 10,000 a piece or 5,000 a piece, 1,000 a piece. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I have a chance of making zero or bringing in $3 million, I might just do the $3 million. Remember, that's why I got more than one crypto. I'm not putting it all into one crypto. I got it spread out now, 5, 6, 7 different ones. That's why I got the Caleb and Brown. I got all my cryptos registered. Nothing's illegal. Caleb Brown is in the United States now. They have office, at least their customer service support or something like that. They have an office here. Once they open up that Florida, whenever that'll be, the Florida location, now they're officially in the United States. So my crypto Fireblocks, right? The crypto custody is Fireblocks. That's a United States company. So now it's starting to look pretty registered, isn't it? So I don't have some wallet that's hiding somewhere. I got it all registered. That's my whole goal. All right, that'll conclude today's program. Let me check. Stephen Morris says Miami. I forgot where it's going to be. It would be smart to put it in Miami because that's where all the crypto stuff is, but I forgot where they said it would be. Okay. FLR equals big. Yeah. I have 16 utility crypto in my bag. XDC can make any crypto so compliant. Kentucky Derby. Okay, that'll wrap it up for this program here. I'll see y'all at about 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time later on.